Let's talk about tips for better bookkeeping. We can't use financial statements to make better financial decisions unless we have financial statements to begin with. So let's look at a few things that we can do heading into the new year to increase the quality of our financial statements. I've bucketed this into the 8 things that I think are most important, most pressing, and then I've got a little bonus at the end. That's the plan. First tip: one bank account for business, separate bank account not in your financials for personal stuff. Get rid of the commingled personal expenses. Make 2026 the year that you've got your own dedicated account for business and your own dedicated account for personal stuff outside your financial statements. One bank account for your business. Only in like rare circumstances do you really need more than one operating account for your business. Same rule applies for credit cards. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, hold your ears, CPAs out there. No accruals, no prepaids, no other complex accounting entries. I've got an asterisk here because once your business reaches a certain size, then it starts making sense to do these things. Why don't we want to do these in the early stages or when we're smaller? We're making the barrier to good bookkeeping higher, especially for business owners who are doing their own bookkeeping. How likely are you to make sure that you accurately record prepaids and then keep up with them every single month? Pretty low, right? Pretty low. So let's avoid these things and stick closer to cash basis style of accounting. We still want to do AR and AP and invoicing and record payroll and all those things, but these things that are complex gap entries, avoid them until we get to an appropriate size. Call it 2+ million in revenue, a point where you have a dedicated bookkeeping team working on your financials. Groups and subgroups. Go clean this up right now. That's what I tell my kids, but I also tell business owners with sloppy expense accounts. If you've got 50 expense account lines and they're all grouped haphazardly, clean that up. I use 4 groups in my business: sales and marketing, general and administrative, it's my overhead stuff, facilities, and personnel. Every expense account falls into one of those 4 buckets. Then when I hit the collapse button in QuickBooks, it condenses it down into that nice, neat view of those 4 groups. So get your groups and subgroups cleaned up, right? Make it nice, neat, and easy to read. Simple, simple, simple. No unreconciled amounts in your bank accounts. Do not come to me and say, hey, I reconciled through last month. And then I go pull up the history and I see $5 amounts sitting in your bank account that have never cleared the bank. Like, what is that, right? Is it real? Well, no, I don't know. It's an uncleared check from 2 years ago. Get rid of that thing, right? It shouldn't be in there, right? So go clean up those unreconciled, uncleared amounts that are sitting in your bank accounts. Rules. Rules are the holy grail of bookkeeping. Automation. Everything is so automatable. You want to be able to log into your financials or into your QuickBooks software, whatever software you use, and let rules do 95% of the work for you. Then you're just in triage cleanup mode. You're reviewing the work where rules are saying, yeah, that says Amazon on that expense. Probably goes to this office category, right? That's how you want that to work as much as humanly possible. Clean up those stale balance sheet accounts. Go pull up the last 6 months of your balance sheet and tell me how many lines have not changed. Any of those months, right? If you've got AP, so a bill, and it's been stuck at 1,000 every single month for the last 6 months, do you really owe that money, right? Is that really a bill that you're going to pay? Probably not. Go write the thing off, right? Get it out of there. Clean up that balance sheet. Cut your chart of accounts by 25 to 50%. This is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite, right? Your chart of accounts is too long. Full stop. Your chart of accounts is too long. Most of the businesses I see have 100, 150, 200 line items on their chart of accounts. Go cut that thing in half tomorrow. Use that as your guiding principle to keep things simple. Simple, simple, simple. If you need more detail, you can always go get more detail, right? But start condensed. You can literally read numbers better and faster, and you'll get more insight out of it if it's easy to read. And a smaller chart of accounts will make your P&L easy to read. Number 8, and the best one of them all, go hire a bookkeeper. Go right now. Just pay someone to do this work, hire a firm, get a part-time staff, and then bring it in-house once your company hits scale. Treat this like an investment, not a cost. This will keep you fed with consistent, high-quality information that you can then use to make better decisions in your business. So those are my 8 tips for getting better books in 2026. As a bonus, here's my checklist for good bookkeeping. These are just all the little scratch notes that I've compiled. These are things that I associate with a good set of books, like no commingled expenses, proper grouping, simple chart of accounts, all the things we talked about, plus a couple of extra ones like no negative balance sheet accounts, right? You shouldn't have that. Only a few bank accounts. The numbers should feel believable. Like if you've ever had this thought to yourself where like you don't trust the numbers, that's just a sign that your bookkeeping's not good and you need to get into a better place, right? So anyway, take this checklist, take the 8 tips, roll with it to go in, get a better set of financial statements to kick off the new year, and let's go get some more profitability, right? Let's go get some more profitability. So if you want more help, you want more info, training, tools, tips, or you want someone to take a look at your books, send us a note, info@profitmastery.net. We are all things profitability, financial training, bookkeeping, cash flow, you name it. If it touches a business's financial statements, then we work with it. So reach out to us with any questions. Thanks.